Hi friends, welcome back to Miscellaneous March. Today we're going to do yoga for the booty. We all want that nice round booty, right? And somebody asked me, can you get a nice booty from yoga? Absolutely, absolutely. But whether you know it or not, you're working your glute muscles pretty much the entire time you're doing yoga. But today we're going to really concentrate on the glutes and even the thighs, I think, as well. So it'll be a nice lower body workout and some upper body. Yoga is for the whole body. All right, let's start off in a butterfly pose, bringing the feet together. And if your hips are tighter, you want to bring your feet out. If you have more flexible hips, you can bring your feet in. Also, if you have blocks, keep them close by just in case. I'm not sure if we're going to need them, but I love blocks. I think everybody should have them. They're great for all levels, and they've really helped me get to the next level. So if you have not invested in blocks, please do. All right, and you can get them at like 5 and below for $5. So let's sit up nice and tall, grabbing your ankles. You want a nice long spine. Let's close our eyes for a moment and just begin to breathe in through your nose. Completely exhaling out through your nose or out through your mouth. Releasing all of the air in your lungs. Take a deep breath in. And completely exhale. Start to become present on your mat, letting go of everything else you have going on today. We'll only be here for about 30-35 minutes. Let's take one more deep breath in and exhale. Perfect. Let's go ahead and reach the arms overhead and exhale. Let's start grabbing like we're climbing a rope just to stretch out those sides. Make sure you're breathing. Reaching those arms overhead, deep breath in, and exhale, twist it over to the right. Looking over that right shoulder. Take a breath. And reach those arms up overhead. Inhale and twist it over to the left, exhaling. Looking over that left shoulder. Take a breath. And coming in through center, we're going to grab our ankles again and pull yourself forward from your chest, keeping a nice long spine, and breathe. You can drop your head down if you'd like. Perfect. Let's go ahead and come right into a tabletop position. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, fingertips are nice and wide. We're going to bend the right hand so it's the back of your hand is flat on the mat, just to stretch through the wrist. Take a breath. And let's take it to the other side. Left hand, the back of the hand comes to the mat, stretching through that wrist. Take a breath. And face your fingers towards your body. Take a breath. And let's sit back a little, reaching through those forearms, feeling a nice stretch in them, and come forward. Bring the hands back to neutral, and let's sit back on our heels. And let's do a couple wrist rolls, warming up the forearms, the hands, the wrists. All very important components in yoga. We want to make sure we take care of these parts of our bodies. We want to make sure we take care of all parts of our bodies, but specifically in yoga, we're on our hands a lot and our wrists a lot. Do a couple shoulder rolls. So you're going to come forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And let's reverse. Back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, and down. Perfect. Let's flow it out. Coming back to our tabletop, really widening those fingers under your shoulders. Lift your belly button up towards your spine. Just being aware of our core. We're going to bring the right leg out. So place the ball of the foot on the mat. Push back with that heel. Take a breath. And lift the right leg. Bring it all the way over to the left, over that left leg. And we're going to turn and look at those toes. Keeping the integrity of our arms, keeping those shoulders facing front, squared with the mat. Feeling a nice side stretch. And go ahead and bring that right leg back in. Left leg comes out, ball of the foot to the mat, push back with the heel. Take a breath. This time we lift the left leg, bring it all the way over to the right, turn and look at those toes, keeping the integrity of the arms so we don't want to twist our body. We want to keep those arms facing front and breathe. Coming back to neutral tabletop, we're going to bring the right leg out. Square the hips, lift the belly button towards the spine. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap over to the left and over to the right. So we want to lift the glute over the opposite leg. Rainbow taps or rainbow kicks. Keeping the rest of the body still. Breathing. Really utilizing that glute to lift. And 3, 2, and 1. Come back to neutral. Do you feel that glute? I feel it already. Let's take the left leg out. Square those hips, lift your belly button. We're going to take a deep breath in and tap. Exhaling. Marry the breath to the movement. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. We're going to bring the right leg out again. This time we're going to bring right knee to right elbow and then bring it out. So we're utilizing the hip here. Breathing. And you don't have to touch your knee all the way to your elbow. Just use that movement. Make the movement. Make sure you're breathing. And go ahead and bring that leg down. Left leg comes up. Square those hips. Lift that belly button. Take a breath. Catch your breath. And let's take it to the other side. Last one, bring it down. Let's go ahead and sit back, regular child's pose. Glutes come to your heels. You can bring those arms around and behind. Bringing the third eye to the mat. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Walk those fingertips all the way up. And we're gonna round through. We're gonna come right into downward dog. So we're gonna curl those toes under, lift the hips up, and pedal at those feet as we breathe. Feeling how tight the backs of the legs are. Just beginning our practice. Still warming up the body. Tip that tailbone up towards the sky. Sink those heels down towards the mat. Shake your head yes, gently. And shake your head no. You want to keep your gaze towards your toes. You want your tailbone lifted towards the sky. And eventually your heels will reach the mat. But that can take years. So we're not really concerned with the heels touching the mat. We're concerned with keeping the spine long, tailbone lifted. That's what's important. Keeping the shoulders in line. And your elbows kind of point almost outwards. Putting more weight into the thumb and pointer finger than the other fingers. Let's take one more breath. You can pedal it out as you do. And we're going to lift the right leg on our inhale. Exhale, pulse it. Just a baby pulse. Go ahead and bend that knee. Heel towards your glute. And this time we're going to do some hip circles. 3 one way and 3 the other. Coming through the center. We're going to step it up. We're going to squeeze, keeping the back leg lifted. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs. Slowly begin to rise up. Pushing back through the back heel. Nice 90-degree bend in the front leg, the first leg. Front, first, whatever, you know what I mean. Hands can come to your heart. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knee, the back knee, and lift. And again, marry the breath to the movement. One more time. Hands frame the front foot. Pop up on the back foot. Slowly begin to twist the right arm towards the sky. Don't pop that hip out. Make sure you keep it in line. Looking up towards those fingers. Breathing. And let's frame that front foot. Slide that front leg back, coming into a plank. Hands are under your shoulders. Butt should not be up in the air and it should not be sagging. So we want a nice long line. Push back with those heels. Tuck the tailbone just slightly to ignite the core. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the right leg, lift the left leg. Right leg, left leg. Right leg, left leg. Right? Make sure you're breathing. Three, 2, 1. Knees come down, wide-legged child's pose. Knees come as wide as your mat, touch your big toes together. Sit back with the glutes on the heels and melt your chest towards the mat. Take a deep breath. Fill those lungs up with the oxygen. When we hold our breath, we're depriving our muscles of oxygen. And then they're not going to perform for us how we want them to. Plus, it's not very healthy to deprive our body of oxygen. I know it's hard to remember to breathe. That's why I try to constantly remind you guys as best as I can. But it's very important to breathe. You will learn to breathe, I promise. It will come second nature to you as you've been doing yoga for a while. It took me about 2 years. Roll through. We're going to come right back into our tabletop. Hands under your shoulders. Curl those toes under. Coming right back to your downward dog. Pedal those feet. Breathing. Tailbone up towards the sky. On your next inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, pulse it. Baby pulses. As you breathe. Bend that knee, heel towards your glute. Hip circles. 3 one way, 3 the other. Make sure you're breathing. This time we're going to come through center. Shoulders come over your wrists. Knee comes high into the chest. Step it up. If you need to help that foot along, grab your ankle and help it up. Pushing back with the back heel. We're on the ball of that foot. We're going to squeeze those inner thighs together. Slowly lift up. Find your balance. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath. And breathe in. Exhale, lower that knee. Lift. Marry the breath. One more time. Hands come down. Lift on that back leg. Right hand comes on the inside of that left foot. Left arm reaches towards the sky. Look at those fingers. Breathe. Frame that front foot. Slide the front foot back, coming into your plank. Chaturanga. You can drop your knees down to modify, or we're going to take a deep breath in. Come forward on your tippy toes. Exhale, lower, keeping elbows in at your side. Flip those feet. Rise up into your upward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Slowly bending those knees. Curling those toes. Take a breath. Come up onto your tippy toes, and we're going to walk in our heels towards the front. Pop up on your fingertips. And let's come into a forward fold. Activate the quads. Tighten the core. Lifting the tailbone towards the sky. Bringing more weight into the balls of your feet. Grab opposite elbows. Sway it out as you breathe. And let's slowly begin to rise, keeping a bend in your knees. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hands to heart. Let's lift all 5 toes on our left foot. And there's a hair, it's driving me crazy. I can see it. Okay. Lifting all 5 of those toes and then place them down one at a time on the mat. Really spreading them out. Small bend. Hands come to your heart. Start bringing the weight to your left foot. Lifting the right leg. We're going to cross it over. Again, you can use that big toe as a stand if you're not ready to wrap all the way around yet. Bringing the arms out. We're going to bring the right arm underneath. Cross it under, and then you try to touch your palms together. If you can't do that, bring the backs of your hands together, or you can just bring your forearms together to modify. We're going to sink a little deeper. Lift the elbows. Take 3 breaths. And slowly come out of it. Shake that leg out. Take a breath. Let's lift all 5 toes on the right foot. Put the toes down one at a time. Really suctioning and widening, spreading through that foot. Bending the knees, very small bend in both knees. Hands come to your heart, nice long spine. We're going to bring the weight to the right foot this time. Slowly lift the left. Maybe you just cross it over and touch your big toe to the ground. Or maybe you're at a place to wrap it all the way around. Then we bring the arms out. Left arm comes under this time. And try to touch your palms. If not, bring the backs of your hands together. Or just bring your forearms together. Sink a little deeper and take 3 breaths. Lift those elbows. Slowly begin to lift up, release, shake everything out. And let's bring our feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to sit back in a chair pose. Breathe. Rising up. Hands come out in front. Arms lift up as we straighten our legs. Hands come out in front, bending into our chair pose. And reach up. Sink a little deeper this time. Start to marry the breath. On the next one, hold it. Take a breath. Hands to heart. Twist it over to the right. So the outside of the left elbow comes to the outside of the right leg. Twisting your body from the torso. We're going to start to bring all the weight to the right foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. See if you can step that left leg back, pushing through that heel. Breathing. You can stay here, or to take it a step further, we're going to drop the back knee and lift. Drop the back knee, lift. And see if you can step it up back to the front. Coming through center, come up to a mountain pose, catch your breath. One more deep breath in. And again, let's bring those feet hip width apart. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to breathe in. Arms come out. Exhale. Start marrying the breath. Hold it on your last one. Breathe in. Hands to heart. Exhale. Elbows come over to the left. Bringing the weight to the left foot. Breathing in. Exhaling. Bring that right foot behind. You can hold it here. Or deep breath in. Exhale. Drop it down. Lift. Lift. more time. And this time we step it up. And reach those arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Hands to heart. Place your left hand on your heart. Right hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Feeling that heart rate. Such an awesome thing. All right, breathing in, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway lift, hands come to your shins. Nice long spine. Crown of the head pulls forward, tailbone pulls back. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat. Right leg and left leg step back. Coming into a plank. Take a breath. And come right into your downward dog. Pedal those feet. Make sure you're never holding your breath. Tailbone towards the sky. On our next inhale, the right leg comes up into three-legged dog. So take your inhale. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Coming back through, three-legged dog, breathe in. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Coming back through, breathing in. And exhale, knee to nose, coming forward, shoulders over the wrists, knees up high. I step it up. If you need to help that ankle, use that hand to help you bring that foot between both hands. We're gonna lower and turn on the back foot. So I went from the ball of my foot and I turned it to the side and I flattened it out. We're gonna take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly, cartwheel open into your warrior two. Flip that front palm, breathe in, reach it front. Exhale, left arm comes over. We're gonna hand somebody the beach ball. Take a breath. Open it back up, coming right into exalted warrior. Keeping the bend in the front leg. Take a breath. Stretch the front leg and reach back a little further. Take a breath. Warrior two arms, we're gonna reach forward as far as you can. And then we're gonna tip it right into triangle. This is a great place for a block. If you're just starting out, this is a wonderful place for a block. So you wanna keep your chest open, kind of like you're on the side of a skyscraper, and it's a very thin walkway, and you have to stay up against the wall the whole time. So if you find that you're rolling forward, you might be trying to come down too far. Lift your arm so you can open your chest more, or utilize your shin, keeping the shoulders stacked. So we're going to breathe in, bend on that front leg, frame that foot, exhaling, baby steps up. So our stance is shorter this time. And we're going to do revolve triangle. So here is also a great place for blocks. It gives you that height. And twisting from our torso, we're going to open up to the right. Take a breath. One more breath. Slowly turning towards the front. We're going to frame that front foot, bend on the front leg, and come into standing split. Deep breath in. Bring that back knee in behind the front knee and bend, and then stretch it out. One more time. This time we step it up, forward fold. Take a breath. Slowly begin to rise. Deep breath in. And exhale, hands to heart. We're going to just step it back with the right foot, coming right into our warrior two. So we're going to flip the front palm, reach forward. Deep breath in, exhale, bring that right arm overhead, hand them the beach ball. Take a breath, keeping that chest open, and open it up, coming right into your exalted warrior. Keeping the bend in that front leg, breathing, straightening on that front leg, reach it back a little further, breathing, and come back to warrior two, arms. We're gonna reach front, reach until you can't reach anymore, and then tip into your triangle. Again, great place for a block. So if you find that you're having issues and you're rolling forward because you're trying to go too far, open that chest, lift up so you can open the chest. That's what you want to work on. And eventually you can get your fingertips to the floor, but that's not the main purpose of this. It's to keep a nice, long, open chest, spine, like you're right up flat against a wall. Take one more breath. Let's slowly begin to turn towards the front leg, bending. Turn on the back foot, baby steps a little closer. Let's come into our revolved triangle. Again, great place for a block. If you don't have one, just use your fingertips on the inside of that left foot. So we're gonna open up, twisting from the torso. Take a breath. One more breath. And turning towards the front. Bend in that front leg, bring those hands ahead of that foot. We're gonna lift up into our standing split. And bend and bring that knee behind and stretch it out. Marry the breath to the movement. And step it up. Forward fold. Slowly rise up. Hands to heart. Go ahead and bring your feet out a little bit wider and a little bit turned out. We're going to come into Malasana, or our yogic squat. So, tucking our tailbone under, hands to heart. We're going to breathe in. Exhale, slowly begin to bend, bend, bend all the way down. Bringing the elbows to the insides of those legs. Tailbone faces down towards your mat. Open your chest. Take a breath. One more breath. And we're going to bring those hands right behind so we can come into a seat. Coming into our boat pose. Really tightening the core, so we're going to bring the belly button towards the spine. If you're still working on boat pose, you can hold on to the backs of your legs. You can also place your fingertips on the mat for the entire time. You're still going to use that core very much. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're just kind of, you can push down, or you can have your hands facing the sky, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and hug it in. Give yourself a little back massage. Rounding. And let's come on up to our forearms. You can place your fingertips under your glutes slightly, opening the chest by rolling those shoulders open. So we're really utilizing our forearms here, lifting our legs. We're going to take a deep breath in, exhale, right leg, and bring it in. So left leg, let me scoot back because that table's in the way. So you kind of want to make like a big hip circle or like a big letter D almost. I'll show you what I mean. So I bring my right leg down and then I swoop it back up. Left leg comes down and then I swoop it up. Right leg, swoop. Left leg, swoop. Two more, one on each side. And let's go ahead and hug those knees in. Back massage. And we're gonna bring hands by your ears like somebody's screaming at you. Neck is lifted, upper back is lifted off the mat. Keeping the neck nice and in line with the spine, so you can keep your gaze up towards the sky. Lifting those knees, so we kind of look like a dead bug on our back. We're going to bring the right arm and the left leg out at the same time, suspended. Bring them in. So opposite leg and opposite arm come out, suspend, and then they come in. As you breathe. Keep going. We're almost done. One more. Hug those knees in. You did great. Take a breath. Massage the back. Go ahead and give me a nice good morning stretch. Legs come out long. Arms overhead. Reach like somebody's pulling you. Opposite ends. And bring the right foot up. We're going to twist it over to the left. Bringing the right arm out, looking over towards that hand. Take a breath. One more breath. Slowly roll onto your back. Right leg comes out long. Left leg bends, foot flat on the mat. This time we begin to turn over to the right. Left arm comes out, look over towards that hand. Take a breath. One more breath. And roll onto your back. Perfect. Let's come right into our corpse pose or Savasana. We're going to just get nice and comfortable on the mat, flat on the back. Just fix wherever you hold tension. Releasing that tension, melting into your mat. Just allowing your body to be nice and heavy. Letting go, surrendering. Just start by taking some slow and controlled breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose or your mouth. And just come into a trance-like state, meditative state, just for a few moments. And then I'll let you guys go. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Continue breathing on your own. fetal position on the right side. Holding the fetal position for just a moment. Taking a breath. And let's slowly begin to come up to a comfortable seat. If you want to utilize your block to sit on it, go for it. I love sitting up on my blocks. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why, I just like it. It just really opens up my hips. Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna do 2 ohms. If you're new here, we just do a little bit of chanting at the end. It's very good for your endocrine system and for a few of your chakras. You can almost feel your body just relax into it. So let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. One more deep breath in. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. Give yourself a smile. Slowly open those eyes. Thank you guys so much for practicing alongside of me today. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. I certainly did. I am sweaty, shaky. I feel amazing. It's that yoga stone feeling I'm always talking about. This is it. I feel it. So I hope you guys do too. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I think, I haven't decided what we're going to do tomorrow yet, but I think I might start letting you guys vote on Instagram. So we'll see. Anyways, take it easy. Namaste. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.